Triple H urged to book a controversial angle with Cody Rhodes, why Drew McIntyre is winning the men's Elimination Chamber match, Vince McMahon is returning for revenge, Matt Hardy predicts a bright future for a WWE talent, John Cena making his unannounced return on WWE SmackDown, Liv Morgan legitimately injured on WWE Raw, Rikishi sends a special advice for Jey Uso before his World Heavyweight title, the WWE is trying to duplicate an iconic feud with The Rock and Cody Rhodes. Let's dive right in. Why Drew McIntyre is winning the men's Elimination Chamber match. The WWE 2025 Elimination Chamber Premium Live event is just days away, and fans are highly excited for the show, which promises plenty with an insanely packed match card. Two important bouts with WrestleMania implications are the traditional chamber matches, where the winner will earn a title shot at the Showcase of the Immortals against Rhea Ripley and Cody Rhodes. This year, Triple H shocked the entire world with Jey Uso's victory in the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble. It appears that the men's chamber may have a similar outcome, as an exclusive report by Sportskeeda Wrestling's Dr. Chris Featherstone suggests that Drew McIntyre could potentially win the men's chamber for the second consecutive time. Subscribe to Backstage Pass for more scoops from Dr. Featherstone. Although Drew McIntyre's win in the chamber against a stacked lineup would be a significant upset, 5 reasons supporting the narrative that the Scottish Warrior will emerge victorious in the men's Elimination Chamber. Number 1. The Rock's backup plan at Elimination Chamber. The final boss made a shocking comeback on WWE SmackDown last week, altering the entire trajectory of the road to WrestleMania 41. The Rock called out Cody Rhodes, stating that while he has been a great champion, he still hasn't reached megastar status. Therefore, he wants Rhodes to become his champion instead. The Brahma Bull concluded his promo by declaring that he does not desire Rhodes' title. Rather, he wants his soul. The Rock advised Cody to take his time to think, as it would profoundly affect his future, and noted he would appear at Elimination Chamber to get his answer. The odds suggest that the American Nightmare will likely decline Rocky's offer. The final boss might have a backup plan for this situation, potentially revealing Drew McIntyre as his choice, helping him win the Elimination Chamber bout, and supporting him against Rhodes at Mania. Number 2. McIntyre shares a special bond with the final boss. Drew McIntyre and The Rock have developed a strong bond behind the scenes. The 52-year-old legend gifted the former World Heavyweight Champion a Scottish Claymore sword upon his contract renewal with the Stamford-based promotion. The final boss was also observed talking to McIntyre backstage during Raw's debut on Netflix. If Rhodes refuses to be Rock's champion, he could utilize his influence to assign Drew the last slot in the match, which could ultimately lead to his victory. Number 3. CM Punk is part of another major WWE storyline. CM Punk is among the top fan favorites to win the 2025 Elimination Chamber match and challenge Cody Rhodes for his title at the Show of Shows. However, rumors have indicated that the best in the world will likely be involved in a triple threat match against Reigns and Punk. Roman Reigns has subtly confirmed these rumors with his warning. WWE announced that the OTC will return to SmackDown on March 21st and 28th for the first time since being eliminated by Punk and brutally attacked by Rollins at the Royal Rumble 2025. Reigns quoted the announcement, suggesting that receipts are on the way, likely aimed at Punk and Rollins. This possibility excludes the best in the world and the visionary from winning the Elimination Chamber bout, leaving Drew McIntyre as the prime option. Number 4. Drew McIntyre gets recognition for being a top heel. The Scottish Warrior has experienced a wave of success since turning heel last year. His feud with Punk was noted as one of the best storylines of 2024. Heel McIntyre has certainly made an impact with his persona, deserving of a top position. However, reports since the Rumble have indicated that the Stamford-based promotion is actively considering booking McIntyre vs. Priest for Mania, particularly since the Archer of Infamy eliminated the Chosen One from the Men's Rumble. Fan backlash against this idea reflected their desire to see the Scottish Warrior in a major storyline, as he has gained significant momentum as a heel star. Jey Uso received recognition for being an excellent babyface by winning the Rumble. Triple H could reciprocate by making Drew the winner of the Elimination Chamber. Number 5. The Rock will likely be a regular on the road to WrestleMania. The People's Champion undeniably has a significant presence. Whenever he returns, he generates massive headlines and captures fan attention, benefiting the Stamford-based promotion. With the Show of Shows approaching, WWE likely wants Rocky to make regular appearances. If Cody Rhodes declines to be the champion, the final boss could choose the Chosen One as his hitman. This scenario would allow The Rock to appear at more shows without jeopardizing his health. Vince McMahon is returning for revenge. After reports surfaced about Vince McMahon returning to the wrestling business, a WWE Hall of Famer has said that he will seek revenge. He's elaborated on it. Vince McMahon has been gone from WWE since the details of a lawsuit against him by Janelle Grant emerged. The news of the alleged actions taken by the former WWE boss saw him step away from wrestling to deal with the legal issues. While there are still legal issues for him to deal with, there have been rumors circulating that he is working on a new wrestling show and may have a deal in progress with Fox. Teddy Long has commented on this situation. Teddy Long was on the latest episode of the Wrestling Time Machine on Sportskeeda Wrestle Binge, where he spoke about the potential return of Vince McMahon with a new wrestling promotion. Teddy Long said that he hoped that he was trying to return, and the former general manager felt that McMahon had not been treated fairly. He said that if McMahon does come back, it would be for revenge. He also stated that if he started something, he'd be open to working with him as well. Because I don't think Vince was treated fair. I'll be straight up about it. I don't think he was treated fair. So I feel if he does start something, it will probably be more of a revenge thing than creating a new company. But like I said, I hope it's true. I hope he's getting something started, and I hope I'll be one of the guys to work for him. Matt Hardy predicts a bright future for a WWE talent. Matt Hardy recently competed in his first WWE match in 5 years as part of the company's cross-promotional agreement with TNA. On the latest episode of his podcast, the 50-year-old showered praise on NXT champion Oba Femi. On the February 27th episode of TNA Impact, Matt and Jeff Hardy teamed up with Femi in a pre-taped 6-man tag team match. The popular trio lost to the System's Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and Moose. Speaking on his Extreme Life of Matt Hardy podcast, the WWE legend only had positive things to say about Femi's attitude and future in wrestling. Great guy, Hardy stated. Amazing look. Just looks like a star. Looks like a total bad. Has a great attitude. Very open to things. I really enjoyed working with him and teaming with him. Very respectful. Very humble. Just overall, I had a great experience with him. Earlier in the week, Matt and Jeff Hardy defeated Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights on the February 25th episode of NXT. At 6'6" and 310 pounds, Oba Femi is one of the most imposing wrestlers in WWE right now. The Nigerian has held the NXT championship since winning the title from Trick Williams at New Year's Evil on January 7th. According to Matt Hardy, Femi's believability as a monster sets him apart from other wrestlers. He obviously has the look where the people that are in those first few ringside seats in the first 5-6 rows, they're gonna look at this guy like, whoa, this guy's a monster, he's a beast. This is someone I would not want to have to fight with. This is someone I wouldn't want to interact with if there was hostility between us. I mean, he looks like a believable killer, and that's one of the first things that helps you in pro wrestling. Since debuting in November 2022, Femi has won the NXT Championship, North American Championship, 2023 Men's Breakout Tournament, and 2024 Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. On March 11th, he will defend the NXT Championship against TNA star Moose at NXT Roadblock. John Cena, making his unannounced return on WWE SmackDown. This weekend could be a huge one for John Cena. The WWE legend is in the midst of his retirement tour and is one of the key figures in the coming Elimination Chamber match. However, could he play a huge role 24 hours earlier with an unannounced return tonight on SmackDown? As of this writing, it remains a possibility. The most important thing that hints at it potentially happening is the fact that tonight's SmackDown is in Toronto, Canada. With that in mind, John Cena may likely already be in town preparing for Elimination Chamber and could make a surprise appearance. As for what he could do, well, all signs point to a classic promo. It is the night before a major PLE, and what better to do than hype yourself up before a match that could allow you to book your ticket to WrestleMania. Such a promo could even end in a confrontation, which could ultimately lead to one last match for John Cena before he enters the chamber. Of course, at the end of the day, this is all just speculation. However, there is no denying that it would be great to see the leader of the Cenation tonight on the blue brand. After a disappointing end to the Royal Rumble match, John Cena will be laser-focused for Elimination Chamber. After all, he is still gunning for that record-breaking 17th World Championship win, and the Chamber match could be his last chance to do it. With that in mind, Cena is undoubtedly one of the favorites to win and go on to WrestleMania. Many fans are excited about the idea of him facing the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, for the undisputed WWE Championship. In order for that to happen, though, he will have to be at his very best come March 1st. It will be interesting to see if Cena can be the last man standing in the chamber. And moreover, should he come out on top if he can win that lucrative 17th world title at the show of shows? Liv Morgan legitimately injured on WWE Raw. A former WWE superstar recently claimed that Liv Morgan was legitimately hurt in one of her recent matches on Monday Night Raw. Stevie Richards also went on to point out the exact moment Morgan was clipped in the match. On this week's episode of Raw, Morgan teamed up with Raquel Rodriguez to face Bianca Belair and Naomi for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. This match was well contested by both teams, but it was Morgan and Rodriguez who managed to grab the win in the end. However, after the match ended, former WWE superstar Stevie Richards pointed out the exact moment when Naomi clipped Morgan for real. During the match, Naomi bumped her body into Morgan's face, and this was originally pointed out by Richards' co-host, Jamie, on the Stevie Richards show. He said, "That looked like it caught her as well. I don't know if you want to replay that and zoom in, but I thought she really got that right in the face." After his co-host's intervention, Stevie Richards played the video in slow motion and confirmed that Liv Morgan did get tagged. He said, "Yeah, she got her. Yeah. Is that the thumbnail? That will get me in trouble." Winning the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship was indeed a massive moment for Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Not only is this a personal milestone, but it's also significant for the Judgment Day, as the faction has been without gold for some time now. However, in her next step in the Stamford-based promotion, Morgan wouldn't be seen competing in a tag team match and defending her title. Instead, on March 1st, she will be present at the Rogers Centre in Toronto, Canada, and will compete in the Women's Elimination Chamber Match. In this match, Liv Morgan will face the likes of Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez. The Judgment Day member will surely eye victory in this match, as it will ensure she faces Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 41. Rikishi sends a special advice for Jey Uso before his World Heavyweight title. Rikishi sent a message to Jey Uso, giving him a special piece of advice before his WrestleMania 41 clash against Gunther. Jey will challenge for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. In 2024, Jey won his first singles championship in WWE, capturing the Intercontinental title by defeating Braun Breaker. His title reign only lasted a few weeks, as Breaker regained it and became a two-time champion. On X, Rikishi hyped up Jey's WrestleMania 41 main event. He asked his son to blow the roof off the building with his energy. "It's go time, Yeet Mania, blow the roof off main event Jey," wrote Rikishi. Rikishi discussed Jey Uso's upcoming title match against Gunther at WrestleMania 41. He is excited to see his son get another crack at the ring general after his previous failed attempts. Speaking on the Off the Top podcast, the Hall of Famer stated, "I think Jey made the right decision. There's history there between him and Gunther. You know, after not getting the job done in 2 opportunities, this means something now. You're getting a third time to crack at this thing here, but the only difference is it is on the biggest, grandest stage of them all. So I don't see anything else but the best performance ever from Jey going into WrestleMania." Jey chose to challenge for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship after winning the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match. He is set to headline WrestleMania for the second time in his career, after he previously teamed up with Jimmy Uso in a losing effort against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens on Night 1 of WrestleMania 39. The OG Bloodline member has the opportunity to win his first world championship. The WWE is trying to duplicate an iconic feud with The Rock and Cody Rhodes. WWE's road to WrestleMania has seemingly taken an unexpected detour with The Rock's inclusion. During the latest Coach and Bro show, Vince Russo and Jonathan Coachman discussed WWE attempting to recreate Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon with Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson made a surprising return recently to SmackDown to deliver messages that seemingly shook the wrestling fraternity to its core. The Rock offered Cody Rhodes the chance to turn into his corporate world champion, and fans will get some clarity on the angle when the duo meet again at Elimination Chamber. Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin famously engaged in a legendary battle back in the Attitude Era, which even involved both men working together at one point. Former announcer Jonathan Coachman could see the parallels and believed WWE was trying to present a modern-day version of McMahon versus Austin, with The Rock being the corporate personality in this case. Despite being a longtime fan of The Rock, even the Coach found the final boss's interaction with Cody Rhodes weird and devoid of wrestling logic. They are now resorting to trying to duplicate one of the biggest times in the business, and that was when Vince and Stone Cold Steve Austin had their thing, but it has to feel right, and we've both agreeing that what Rock did Friday, and I'm his biggest fan, that felt weird to me. It didn't feel like a corporate guy and a worker in Cody. Did it feel weird to you? As advertised, The Rock introduced an unexpected twist in WWE's WrestleMania proceedings by giving Cody Rhodes a way to explore a darker character. Vince Russo was part of WWE's creative team when Steve Austin and Vince McMahon did phenomenal business on TV. The former writer stressed that the Attitude Era story made sense, unlike Cody Rhodes and The Rock's new direction. Vince Russo addressed people wanting more time for the storyline to flesh out, and argued that Triple H and the writing department couldn't afford to make mistakes with casual fans. He noted, McMahon and Austin made all the sense in the world. This storyline that they are talking about, coach, right now, it makes no sense. And people are telling me, oh, give it time. People inside the business need to understand that casual fans are not going to give it the time. They are not wrestling marks that they are going to watch every single show. Elimination Chamber promises to be a must-watch PLE as WWE will reveal its next chapter in the fascinating yet sometimes confusing saga between Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Triple H urged to book a controversial angle with Cody Rhodes. Wrestling veteran Disco Inferno recently shared some advice for WWE's chief content officer, Triple H. He was discussing Cody Rhodes' current storyline with The Rock. The Rock appeared on the February 21st episode of SmackDown and issued an offer to Cody. He wanted the American Nightmare to be his champion and sell him his soul. The final boss promised Cody unlimited fame and fortune if he only sided with The Rock. On a recent episode of Keepin' It 100, Inferno suggested that Triple H should think of a major swerve. He felt Cody turning heel and siding with The Rock could be a huge shock that could make for compelling TV in the build-up to WrestleMania. The veteran wrestler pointed out that WWE's weekly programming was flat for the last few weeks, and turning their biggest babyface heel could be a major talking point. It's a different era. It's like Triple H, look at the landscape. We've been talking about this for a few weeks. The show has been flat for a few months, like it's not as compelling. I think, alright, let's make a major disruption here. Let's turn our biggest babyface heel. To me, I guarantee you that creates massive interest. Cody's been one of their best drawing champions in recent history if you look at the numbers. What do you think?